Manipulation is a dark art form that was designed for the sole purpose of achieving whatever the manipulator wants. I used to be a master of manipulation. My biological mother taught me and my sister how to become this way. Growing up is how she got to do whatever she wanted or needed. I am not grateful for those life lessons because I majored social human services. So when I become a social worker, I can now determine whether a child is being manipulated or not when I visit them at their homes or foster homes. We have all been in one point or another in our lives under someone's spell. We have done crazy things for crazier people. This is a form of manipulation that can lead to very terrible decisions that have lasting, life-altering effects if you allow it. Manipulation will always have lasting effects. First, I will discuss why I chose Cerritos College. First, I'll talk about why I chose Cerritos College. Then I will discuss how realizing I was being manipulated into being a nursing major changed my career path. And then finally, I will explain why I'm not grateful for those life lessons of manipulation. Why Cerritos College? So after quitting my manager position at Subway, I realized I wanted more out of life and decided to go back to school. Moments after realizing this, I got an email from Cerritos College inviting new students to join their school. So I felt like it was the community college gods themselves telling me, go back to school. So I did. The resources and programs, when I arrived on the first day of school, I felt a rush of change flow right through me. And even though my mother convinced me to become a nursing major, I still felt like it was my life changing for the better in some way. My boyfriend, Jimmy Diaz, said on September 30th, 2019, college helps determine one's fate. The resources and programs that Cerritos College offers students, especially new students, as you all know, are really great. And the nursing program here, they're outstanding. And the nursing program here is voted one of the best in Southern California. Southern California. And the staff here, they're always prepared to help you in any which way and through your educational journey, which is great, no matter what educational journey you go through. So although attending Cerritos College felt like a step in the right direction, I still felt like even in my adult age, I was being manipulated by my mom to be whatever she wanted me to be for her own benefit. A lot of money comes on our end, so you take care of your parents, right? And so I decided to change my major to social work. So let me see. So social human services is my major, specializing in foster care youth now. That's my major now. Once I broke the curse of manipulation, I knew I wasn't alone and that there were other children out there who were growing up in the same situation I once grew up in. Being told to keep secrets and the feeling of disempowerment from manipulation led me to lie to the social workers who were trying to give me to my father to provide a better life for me and my sister. We don't see it that way then when we were children. So my father has a 5-year-old daughter who has the life of any child would love to have. I now know the life that I could have had and how badly I need to be a social worker now to help those other kids in the foster care youth see what kind of life that they could have as well if they're not being controlled or allowed to be controlled by their manipulator. The series of events that happened in my life did not happen in vain. I will use those life lessons to help determine whether or not a child is being manipulated in any which way to remove them from that environment. As a social worker, I have the power to change the lives of the children in the foster care youth especially. Being a social worker will expose me to a world where there are far worse cases than mine, but because through my educational sense and my personal experiences, I'm now able to gain their trust. That way I can lead them to let me know if that's what they're going through in terms of manipulation. And, in manipulation. So I can remove them from that environment. There are many ways to help the foster care youth. You don't have to be a social worker. You can be a foster parent and later on in life. That's what you decide to do. You can be a big brother, a big sister. Any programs are available that help the foster care youth in any which way. So to conclude, I would like to remind you that even though I was lucky enough to break the cycle in my own life, it's important to determine whether someone is manipulating you or if their opinion about your personal life and what you guys should do with it is genuine or not, because the effects can be lasting and irreversible. So first I talked about why I chose Cerritos College. Then I discussed how being manipulated into being a nursing major led me to the realization of wanting to be a social worker. And finally I explained how I am going to use and how I'm grateful for those life lessons because they led me to what I'm going to be doing now as my major. goes hand in hand with students, and not students, children. So remember, manipulation will always have lasting effects. I will carry these lessons for the rest of my life. And you guys might not be in a situation now in manipulation, but it will one way or another come in time into your life where you're going to fall for someone, or you're going to take someone's advice because you give them that kind of trust and love that you won't realize you're being manipulated. So, how many people believe the story was true? Nobody? You did? Did I manipulate you to believe it was true at least?